My name is Maria Wimber. I'm a professor for cognitive neuroscience and memory. I study memory and brains in a nutshell.
I'm Hanslmayr. I'm a professor of brain rhythms and cognition. My research is considered in the role of brain rhythms, so the synchronized brain, and how these synchronized or desynchronized activities contribute to memory.
The problem is that the human brain is obviously a very complex thing, and we're trying to pinpoint single memories in human brain activity patterns, which wasn't really possible until maybe 20 years ago. But in order to understand how the human brain stores and later retrieves memories, we need to find the brain activity patterns that are relevant, that carry the information about memory.
The type of memory that we're investigating, they're called episodic memories. You only perceive them once. So if you want to capture those unique experiences, you get only one shot at measuring them. And in neuroscience, what we typically do is we repeat the same stimulus over and over again to average out all the noise that is there in the brain. You don't get to do that with episodic memories because you have to measure them in one shot. So that is the problem that I was fascinated with.
I think everyone intuitively knows that memories are not snapshots of what happened in the past, right? We don't remember everything that happened in a past event. We forget certain things and remember other things. And yet often memory is researched as if it took these veridical snapshots of past memories. So the core of my research is trying to get at the constructive nature of memory, and trying to see which aspects of a past event can the brain reconstruct and which aspects get lost over time. So one of the most exciting things for me was the advent of machine learning in our field. I first heard about a method called representational similarity analysis and generally pattern analysis. And this allowed us for the first time to isolate patterns of individual memories in human brain activity. So now that became possible, we could use these and track how a memory is reactivated in brain activity over time, how it changes each time we access the same memory again, and it opened up a whole new world of possibilities.
A new method was developed that allowed to measure single neurons in the human brain in patients with epilepsy. Those are implanted with electrodes in the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is a region that is buried deep in the brain. And those electrodes have tiny, tiny little wires. They're about the same diameter that a hair has, right? So with these tiny wires, we can record from tiny things like neurons. What we discovered was that these neurons, they participate in highly rhythmic activities. Then we found that those neurons would synchronize their activity at 2 special frequencies. And then we went and stimulated these frequencies in the human brain by using flickering lights and flickering sounds. And doing that, you can imprint a certain rhythm in the brain. You can drive these rhythms. And indeed, we found that this way, we can actually improve or mess with the memory, right? And now we have a handle of actually changing memories, which then can give rise to therapeutic devices.
Just the general discovery that memories are not stored in a fixed form, that they remain malleable after they're stored, was really, really important for figuring out that when we then reactivate memories, we can also change them, and we can use that in a therapeutic setting to have a patient in a safe setting, reactivate a traumatic memory, and then we can start to override that memory in a safe context and start to help preventing these intrusive memories from happening.
I think my research has had an impact mostly on neurotechnology. So what I would like to have is a neuroprosthesis to replace memory that is lost for pathological reasons. I would like to contribute to build that neuroprosthesis. And that may sound a bit like science fiction, but we do already have neuroprosthesis for vision. We do have neuroprosthesis for sound. So why not have a neuroprosthesis for memory?